The International Monetary Fund chief says central banks should consider issuing digital currency. Next on your 4-Minute Crypto Daily News. Hello and welcome to 4-Minute Crypto. Now today's show is from a post by Mark Inman at ccn.com and it's brought to you by Crypto Crybaby. Take a look at the large selection of Bitcoin t-shirts, caps, and all the other merchandise at cryptocrybaby.com. And before I start, I do want to remind you to like, subscribe, and please share. Now, the Managing Director and Chairperson of the International Monetary Fund, Christine Lagarde, has called on central banks around the world to consider issuing digital currencies. According to Lagarde, the state has a role to play in injecting money into the digital economy, and it's necessary to consider the possibility of issuing digital currency. Initially reported by the BBC, the International Monetary Head outlined the various benefits that would engage from such a move in a speech delivered in Singapore. She said the advantage is clear. Your payment would be immediately safe, cheap, and potentially semi-anonymous, citing the example of reserve banks in countries such as Sweden and Canada, where central bank digital currencies were under serious consideration. Lagarde added that such a move would not only make transactions safer, but also more common and consistently cheaper. According to Lagarde, bank digital currencies would be the state's liability opposed to the existing cryptos and would make such digital currencies more secure because governments will have no choice but to go to the fullest extent possible to ensure their security. Lagarde warned in reference to the existing cryptos that private firms may underinvest in security to the extent they do not measure the full cost to society of a payment failure. Lagarde's call is interesting given that the financial institution she heads recently expressed misgivings over a plan by the Marshall Islands to issue a national crypto. The IMF argued that the planned state-backed crypto, to be known simply as the sovereign, or the SOV for short, would raise the financial integrity and macroeconomic risk to the Pacific island. Now, while she was initially skeptic of crypto, Lagarde has since warmed up to the nascent technology. Originally, the IMF had noted that cryptos were reducing the cost of making financial transactions and thus posed a threat to the traditional finance system. In a blog post about 7 months ago, Lagarde called for crypto regulations that would minimize risk while encouraging innovation. So what do you think of the idea of banks creating their own cryptos? Doesn't that get away from the whole concept of cryptocurrency? Let me know your thoughts on Twitter, where I'm at Gary Leland, and don't forget to join me every weekday for a new episode of 4-Minute Crypto. This is a CryptoCousins.com production.